My brother's surprise hijacked my wedding day. I got married last weekend, and while it was supposed to be one of the happiest days of my life, my brother completely ruined it. He managed to shift all the attention away from me and my husband, which was infuriating. Normally, I'm not the kind of person who craves the spotlight, but on my wedding day, I expected to be the center of attention. Instead, all anyone could talk about was my brother's shocking revelation. Let me give you some background. We had a destination wedding within the US, nothing too extravagant, but we kept it to close family and friends. My parents paid for our immediate family to arrive 5 days early to settle in. My brother was scheduled to come a few days later, and we knew he was bringing a date, which didn't seem like a big deal. He had casually mentioned he was bringing a girl from school, and we assumed it was a casual thing. When my parents picked him up from the airport, they were stunned to see him holding hands with a visibly pregnant woman none of us had ever met. My parents were caught off guard, especially when my brother greeted them like nothing was unusual, and then, casually, said, "Surprise!" My mom nearly fainted, and my dad couldn't help but exclaim, "WTF have you done?" At dinner that evening, the tension was palpable. His date was feeling unwell, so she went to rest, leaving just our family at the table. My mom couldn't hold back her questions any longer and bluntly asked, "Is that your baby?" We all assumed it was, given the circumstances. My brother finally admitted that while it wasn't his biological child, he was in love with her and intended to be the baby's father. He shared that the real father wasn't in the picture, and he planned to adopt the baby after they got married. None of us had any idea about this relationship or that she was living with him. The whole situation consumed my parents' attention for the entire weekend. Instead of focusing on my wedding, they were preoccupied with trying to make sense of my brother's choices and plotting ways to convince him to reconsider. The final straw came during the wedding photos. My brother insisted that his date be included in the family pictures. I was furious. We had only known her for 2 days, and I didn't think she belonged in our official wedding photos. After some heated discussion, my mom convinced me to let her be in one picture, but assured me we didn't have to keep or display it. Throughout the weekend, the focus shifted from my wedding to my brother's shocking news. It felt like my special day was overshadowed by his personal drama. Now, everyone, including my mom and friends, is telling me I'm overreacting and should just accept it. However, I'm still furious and can't help but feel that my brother's actions were selfish and inconsiderate. Even my coworkers who weren't at the wedding agreed that what he did was rude and out of line.